Sorry, sweetheart.
Okay, come on. You go.
Okay. Don't know. Yep. I understand you. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. I don't know if I need to be. Maybe I should go on my iPad instead of my phone.
Don't forget, guys, when you do hop on, make sure you mute. Because we can't do it since we're not the hosts. So just make sure you mute yourself so that way there's no background noise while Miss Lorena is trying to share with us tonight. And that way, when she gets going, we don't have to put in the chats. Mute, mute, mute. And that happens all the time. Is DPP going to be on tonight, Miss Lorena, or are you leading the whole shebang?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been ripping and running all day, so I haven't spoke to her today, but you just let me know when you're ready for me to just get started. I have all my stuff here, I'm hoping.
Awesome. Well, we've got a few minutes. We're a couple minutes early, so we'll see who else shows up on here. Awesome.
Hello, Miss Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. That little boy is all boy. Is he not?
Yes.
Those pictures you posted was, oh my God, those are so cute.
Yeah, we had a very muddy day yesterday. Fun though. He enjoyed it. He did.
That's what matters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had a good time.
Hey guys, I'm just popping on here. How's it going?
Hello.
We were just asking if you were going to be in tonight or if Miss Lorena
Yes,
was.
I'm here sliding in on two wheels. I had a fundraiser today and I got one tomorrow and the next day. So, yes. Oh, we have a guest speaker tonight though. She is amazing. I need to make sure I remind her. Lorena, is she on here? Let me send her a quick reminder.
Yep, she's here.
I'm here.
She's here. Oh, you beat me, girl. Oh, Jesus. Oh my goodness, guys. Lorena is amazing, guys. I don't even know how we met. But
I was following you on Facebook, and I guess I sent you a message saying how wonderful you were, etc., etc.
Okay, that's how we met. We've been kind of hanging out. We like OGs around here hanging out.
Y'all are too funny.
I'm trying to find my earpiece case. I think I left it in the car. What time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we're about a minute shy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Jen.
Hello.
So we got all the leaders in the house. I mean, Tammy is living like a rally over there in Idaho.
She's making me miss it so much.
Yes.
Yeah, she is. She's creating FOMO for real, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Me too.
Even for those of us that have already been.
I know.
I was like, dang, I want to go. I have to go to Star Summit next, but
yeah,
I love Georgia.
Director boot camp, I wish I can go another time because I didn't experience what you guys experienced. I went back in 2010, and Cincy didn't even have the Cincy Commons at that time. They had a rented building, so I didn't have a true experience.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I think I was boot camp 11. We don't have a group. I don't even know. I think I know one person that was in my boot camp class. No, two. My sponsor went with me, but I don't have memories like you guys.
I need a boot camp redemption, right, Courtney?
Yes, Shelley.
We
Hey,
do.
Yeah, and
I
y'all
feel
went
you
right
on
before
that.
me.
We were both exhausted that whole trip. She had that ankle, I had the baby. We need to go back so we have no limitations.
Right. I want to jump and run all over the property.
Yep.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, that did happen to Shelley at that time. I think Miss Wells was with you all too, right?
Yeah, she
Yep.
was.
That was
Yep. Miss Carol and all of us, we were all in the same boot camp together.
All
wow.
same boot camp. Yep.
Oh
All
wow.
I can
That's
say is thank goodness Courtney brought her Scentsy soap because it got us through those 3 days.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did.
Gotta
amazing.
rejoin in.
Hello. So Mama Duck is not gonna be with us because she over there living a life around over there in Idaho. So, and you know
She's
what
at
was
the
so
lake
funny?
house right now. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what's
they
so
she'll
are
be at the
at the
funny?
lake
lake house
house soon.
for dinner.
Isn't
Yeah.
isn't it amazing that they had the big duck on display and that's her team name? That could have that was the best thing ever.
Yeah, it couldn't have
Hey,
been timed any
everyone.
better.
She went at the perfect time since they just launched the duck.
Yep.
Yep.
And look, and I don't be surprised if she don't try to bring it home.
I
Not
wish
easy.
we could. I would take one of those oversized life-size buddies in a heartbeat.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
welcome in. I gotta welcome in Andrea. This is her first call. She has rejoined the team, so I just wanted to shout her out.
Welcome.
Welcome
Welcome,
back.
Hi, Miss
welcome.
Deborah. I told
Welcome.
you I'd
Glad
be
to have
back.
you. Mm-hmm.
Welcome over here
Thank
where we all
you.
just kind of party over here on the
Of
call.
course.
So
Hey, we need to make sure we get our photo at the beginning before Miss Lorena takes her reins, and that way we don't
who's taking that
forget
picture? I
later.
think is it Kelly? Is that Shelley that takes that picture with that computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the big old screen.
Y'all want me to do it now? Are y'all ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
So everybody who has their camera hidden, if you don't mind, like hop on long enough for the picture. We have a huge crowd, so I'm gonna need 2 pictures. That's how many is
Wow.
on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got 32 people on
32.
already. 32 people.
Woo woo.
Whoop, whoop. All right.
I'm following Tammy's footsteps. I'm doing an incentive the rest of the month for my team who shows up and stays in it.
Oh, good
Woohoo.
idea.
We got to get them over here. So,
All right, everybody smile. All right, that's one. I gotta take one more. I gotta.
all right,
Go to the
Lizzie, make
next.
sure your camera's on.
God, my
There's
hair
more
looks
people
good.
joining. There's more people joining.
Oh, awesome.
Say cheese,
If
everybody.
you don't mind showing your face long enough for a picture.
I
All right,
look
here we
horrible.
go.
This is a judge-free zone.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I got
see it.
everybody.
I see
Yeah.
a lot
Well,
of girls
thank
hopping
you
on. I'm
so
excited.
much,
I'm gonna go
Shelley.
ahead and send it in the chat. Y'all tell me if I'm missing anybody.
Okay.
Or like if you get a
Okay.
chance.
Thank you so much, Shelley. So we're over the top of the hour. Want to say welcome you guys to our weekly training. Well, it's not a training. This is a connection call, guys. So this is a connection call. This is where we connect. So I'm so happy to see you guys here. So we have a special guest tonight, and Lorena is our special guest, and she is going to be share some ideas with us about Madmimi. I've heard that time and time again from her, but I don't even know what it is. But she's going to tell you what it is and how she uses it. She is amazing. So you ready, Lorena?
I'm ready. Do you everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And make sure
Okay,
everyone is muted, please. So that way
Okay.
we don't interrupt while she's starting.
I'd like to thank Debbie for inviting me to be on the connection call. I'm really flattered that she even thought I was qualified to do this, right? Most of the time I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I just try things, and it's like throwing spaghetti. You just throw it. If it sticks, fine. If it doesn't, you just move on, right? So, like she said, my name is Lorena Rashad. I've been a consultant since February of 2011. My cousin invited me to join Scentsy in 2009, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do it, but I'll buy some products. So I bought my 6-pack, and I invented the first element warmer because I had a little coffee cup hot plate you put your coffee cup on, right? So I just put a voltage candle thing on top of that and put my wax in it, okay? So that's what I did for like 2 years. So I decided in 2011, I'm like, we could use these products and make some gift sets, right? Because you can take a warmer, and you can take a wax, and you can wrap it up and make a gift. And so that's why I joined, to make gift sets out of Scentsy products. All right, and I'm still doing gift sets with the Scentsy products. And that was in 2011. So I would just do it for like Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and Easter and like that, right? So by July of 2011, my husband, he did construction work our whole married life, okay? We were married like 47 years. So he did construction. It was our family business. So I kind of helped him with his family, with the family business, paperwork, etc. But he did the actual carpentry and had a whole crew and everything. Well, he got hurt on the job, and seriously hurt, where he could just move his fingers and toes when I got to the hospital. So he had to learn how to walk all over again, everything. So I really became his caregiver. So I was his caregiver for 12 years. And so I just did Scentsy on the side to make a little extra money to help pay for hospital bills or whatever. And then we really got into a little scrape because work kind of dried up. He did work for planning and development. Work kind of dried up, and we couldn't afford to keep up all the payments. We had all the hospital bills and credit card bills from his construction company, etc. Make a long story short, we filed for bankruptcy. We had a rental property, so we just told people, okay, we're just going to move to the rental property, throw the house into bankruptcy. And our house sold at the sheriff's sale for $25,000, a little under $25,000. And so we had 6 months to redeem our home from the sheriff's sale. So, I had been saving a little bit of money. So I had a little money in my Roth IRA. So I took $3,000 out of my Roth IRA and I bought Scentsy products. And I did events. I did every event I could find. And I helped finance the work, because really, when you go through bankruptcy, you don't have any credit cards anymore because they take everything, right? So we had one supplier that would give us money, give us credit to buy some things, and we pay them later. And then our contractors, they say, okay, we'll wait until you get paid to get our money. So in 5 months, me working, helping to pay for some of the materials. My son, he did some of the work. My husband, like I said, he's disabled. He can't do any work. And just really flipping the money over. I buy Scentsy, sell some, put some money back in the business, put something to pay for the product, blah, right? Because with this planning development, you have to pay for everything up front. They don't give you any money to do the jobs. We got 2 jobs, both of them were like $25,000 a piece. And so we had to finance everything. So by 5 months later, he got his 2 checks, and I went downtown and I redeemed our home. So I will be forever grateful that I was able to have these wonderful products to offer to people to make enough money to keep us afloat, because all he had really was Social Security. I wasn't on Social Security at this time. So that is my big story with Scentsy, that it helped us save our home. And since then, he had a lot of, medical issues, and so doctor bills and whatnot. So it helped pay doctor bills and rehab bills and all of that, so Scentsy can really help you make some money, but you have to actually do something. You're not going to make any money if you don't do anything. If you put some effort into it, you will make some money with Scentsy. Okay. So that being said, on to my story of what I do. Now, I don't really do home parties anymore. I did them a little bit before COVID, but since COVID, it's like, I'm good. I do events. So how I do with my events, when people purchase, I ask them, would you like to be in my drawing? I do a drawing once a month for people who buy at my events and people who buy online. I put them on that little wheel, and on my Facebook page, I go on there once a month and I spin the wheel, and then I call the person. They got 24 hours to respond. If they don't respond, if I don't reach them on the phone, I leave a message. If they don't call back, I'll spin the wheel again. Okay, I had to do it 3 times this month. And the fine lady answered the phone. I said, well, you the winner. And I sent her the gift. Okay. So I had about 30 something people on my wheel for last month that were customers. Some people said, well, no, I don't want to be on the wheel, or, you know, maybe they only bought a $7 bar and I didn't put them on the wheel. Right. But I had about 7 something people on the wheel that purchased or purchased online. So people that purchased online in the last 3 months, I've started back in January sending them the scent of the month flyer. And if you can't afford to buy the warmer every month, you can buy the brochures. They're like $3 for the brochure, and buy one of the bars. Okay, sometimes the bar for the next month it comes in the whiff box, so you already have the bar if you get the whiff box. And I make the samples real small, so this will mail just with one stamp. And I'm doing something new. I put on here, host a qualifying Scentsy bingo event, and you get a free mini warmer. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this month, and I'm just gonna stick this in my little pink envelope. And I did these return labels on Vistaprint, and I put my QR code there. So as it's going through the mail, people smell it, say, oh, it smells good. They can scan my QR code and go to my website and shop, right? So I'm like, so people that bought in January, February, and March, I'm sending them this here. If they purchase like in the last month, then I would send them a scent circle along with this, and that would take like a butterfly stamp. But generally, this I can just mail it just with a regular stamp, right? So, like I said, when I asked people would they like to be on my contact list, after they I put their payment in on my phone, because I do credit cards a lot of times, but if it's cash, I can still put it in on my phone that it's a cash payment. And then I'll ask them for their phone number, and it goes right into my contacts. Because I ask you, how do they want to be get their receipt? Do they want to text to them, or they want to email it to them? I had one person say, do an email. Okay, so that one person, I put her email in on my workstation, so I still can contact her through email on my workstation. But everybody else is text. And so if I met them at, say, the state fair, I'll put Mary Jo State Fair. And so on my list, on my my group app, I use, let me get the picture up. I have a group app that I use.
He stripped
So
himself
I
out of it.
have everybody by category. I don't know if you can see it. So it might be 30 people in one group, 40 people in one group, 50 people in another group. And so I can send things out by group. And if I'm at that venue, I can just say, okay, I'm at your venue today. And I just send everybody, I'll be here 2 or 3 days. And that way I can let them know I'm there. But twice a month, I send out a newsletter. Now, a consultant said that you really need to just remind people that you're still in business. It's not that you want them to order every time you send them something, or they are going to order something every time you send them something, but it's just to let them know this is what's available, this is what's new, this is the special, this is promotion, and you're just giving them information. So, and they might send you a stop message. Sometimes it's because the person's phone number has changed. It's not even the same person anymore. The person got a new phone, and this is not me. I'm not that person. So you just take them off the list. But I have about 900 people that I send out my newsletter to every 2 weeks through this group check. Let me screenshot it. And it's like $39 for the whole year. And they don't charge you per text either. And Madmimi is $10 a month. Okay, so I'm gonna get it up bigger. Okay, so this is what the group text that I use. And you can send them out. If you don't put a picture on it, then you can just send it out as a group, and it'll still go to the people individually. You see what I'm saying? It's not like everybody's name is up there, it's individual, and they'll respond individually. So that's what I use for my, to send out my messages. So now, the reason why I started doing the Madmimi, somebody had posted in another group that that's what she was doing. And I went and looked at her news. I'm like, oh, wow, that's really cool. So let me see if I can get it up. Once you, and it's 10, like I said, it's $10 a month, and you can send it out with multiple pictures on it, or you can just do it like for one item. Maybe it's a special flash sale that they're doing, and you can just say flash sale and just send that to everybody, you know. But I generally just do it twice a month. Let's see if I can find my newsletter right quick so I can show you.
I'm sorry, Connie, can you please mute your phone? I guess she's not reading the message, but please mute your phone. We keep getting the background noise. Thank you.
That's
Mr. Question,
Mhm.
that
Okay.
African,
Okay, it's a group. It's called it's a group app, but the picture, I go by the picture because there's so many when you get on there. This is the image that you'll see.
okay, so the
Okay.
3 little blue guys.
Yes, it's 3 little blue guys. And let's see if I can, let me type in Madmimi right quick.
Is it
Oh.
anything like Project Broadcast? Is it
It's
similar?
you know, I've never done Project Broadcast, but from what they were saying with the Project Broadcast, it's a monthly fee. And so my thing is, I try to keep expenses down as much as possible, because the less you spend, the more you make. And so the more expenses you have, then that's less profit. So to me, it's Madmimi is basically like Amy was $10. Okay. So I did Amy as long as Amy, you know, as long as Amy was working. When Amy stopped working, I stopped working with Amy. Okay. But this here, you can let me see if I can get it up right quick so I can show what I'm talking about. I can't believe I can't just go to it so right quick. Oh my God, this is so funny. All right, here we go.
Is there a maximum number of people you can text out? I mean, do you?
Okay, so I put on the group, I put them by like categories. But like say I've done the state fair several years, so I might have one group that's from 2024. So it might be 40 something people in that group. But it might be another group that has like 90 something people in the group. So I don't think it's really a limit of how many people you can have in the group, because I haven't had an issue. It is, you know, I think if you have an iPhone though, you have to take it off the iMessage so it will work with the Android system, from what I was reading.
Can you do it on a computer and the phone?
You should be able to. I had an issue with my computer, my desktop computer during COVID, and I couldn't get my computer guy that I usually get to come out to get it straightened out. And so I just started using my iPad and my iPhone, and that's all I've been using ever since. I don't even have a desktop. That's just, you know, I just use my iPad and my phone. That's it. And I have my little cordless keyboard, because I'm old school. I like my keyboard. Okay, so come on. All right, so this is my newsletter from this month. So I put on there the first thing when they open it up, they'll see. And what I'm gonna do, I think from now on, I'm not gonna put any messaging at the top, because if I put messaging at the top, then my newsletter, it comes up as a link, and then they have the link on it. And some people, they can't figure out to push on the link. So if I just send it out as the newsletter without the message, I can really put the message I want to say in the newsletter. And so the first thing they'll see is who won the drawing. And if they click on this, it'll take them to my Facebook group. Okay, so if they're not signed up, then I guess they can, you know, join it or whatever. So when they click on that, it'll take them right to my Facebook group. So that's kind of talking about that. Let me go back. So each picture is on here. When they click on it, it'll go to my website. It'll go to that product. So like this here is the join special. This here is talking about the join special. So when they click on that, it'll take them to the join page on my website. When they click on this, it'll take them to the whiff box. Click on this. When they click on that, it'll take them to the regular whiff box. And they can just go on and buy it if that's what we're going to do. This is the Mother's Day collection. And it'll say at the bottom, this is limited edition products, only available while supplies last.
So is there any training for Madmimi anywhere? Did you teach yourself?
They have, you know what? I just flew by the seat of my pants. Because it's basically, it's really easy because it just has like little icons where you just like a pen, a little pencil icon, and you click on that, and then you can type in what you want to type. You can edit and type in what you want. And then they have a little line for you to add your website link. Okay, so when they click on the picture, it'll actually take them to. So like this here, they click on that. That's the warmer of the month. So that'll take them actually to my website and the warmer of the month. And they can order the warmer of the month. If they see that item and they say, oh, I like that, I want to get that. So that's basically it. Okay, and then this is here, I'm inviting them to our Scentsy Bingo here, and I just tell them to, I think if they click on this, it'll take them to my Facebook page again, because I don't want to just send the Zoom link out to everybody, because I don't want, just a random person showing up on the Zoom and act ugly. So I have to know who I'm giving the Zoom link out to. Yeah. So basically you can add whatever you want to add to it, and you can send out newsletters as often as you want. You send out one once a week if you want to, because it's $10 a month, no matter how many times you have it. Then I have the Scentsy Club. No, this is hosting. Sometimes I have something about Scentsy Club on here, but I don't know. There's a lot on here this time, but I ain't putting nothing about Scentsy Club because I guess I wanted to, highlight other things. But sometimes I have stuff about Scentsy Club on there too. So, I had surgery last year in September, and I was on a restriction. I could not lift more than 5 pounds all fall. So all I could do was just sell stuff online on my website and, send stuff out, because I couldn't do events because I couldn't lift stuff up. And so I think I did okay to earn the luggage, not really doing events. And then when I finally did go for my checkup, like the 6-week checkup, and said, oh, well, you can lift 20 pounds. I'm like, well, my grandbaby weighed more than 20 pounds, so it still didn't really help me, so I still really couldn't do events. So I was really kind of sidetracked for the whole fall, but it is what it is. But I've been to every convention since like 2014, about 9 conventions. I try not to miss any of the conventions. I've done the virtual, the 2 that they had virtual, I did them, but I was like, dang, this is not the same. I like the in-person one, okay? So God willing, I'll be at in Orlando at the real convention this year, and that's it. Oh, that's what I
want to ask you too. Can I ask you this, Lorena? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when people receive the text, what number shows up? Is it your number? Is it an assigned number, or what comes up on their end?
It'll probably say my name. I guess, because because what I send them, it'll show up on my iPad what I sent them, or on my phone that I sent them a text. And sometimes they'll message me back, thank you for the information. I'm gonna check out your website. Some people, they'll just hard. Like that.
Somebody's not muted. Can somebody? I hear some background noise. Can you mute your phone, guys? Unless you're trying to say something. I was thinking about like the phone number, like with Project Broadcast. Project Broadcast assigns a phone number. So I've actually had people to say, do you have a new phone number? Because it does assign a number. So with Madmimi, does it assign a phone number?
No. Okay, so I'm sending the text out through the group text. I'm not sending it through Madmimi. Madmimi is just the newsletter that I'm sending to them. I'll put the newsletter into the group text. Let me see if I can get it up. Okay.
Is I'm kind of see on the receiving end what number shows up, I guess. So it's your number that's assigned to it
It must be my
somehow?
number. It must be my number that's showing up. Okay. So once I create everything, I go to preview. Okay, so to show me preview, and you can just download any picture that you want to use. They on the when you editing it, they have an edit bar. Okay, push edit. So you can see it. Okay. So I can edit the same newsletter. If I want to use the same newsletter format and just change it up a little bit, I can just use the same one and just add more pictures. Over here, you can just download a new picture that you want to add to it. And then when you finish with it, you save it, or you can save it while you're in the process. And then you push preview and it'll show you what it's going to look like. And you can proofread it, make sure everything is where it's supposed to go. Click on it to make sure it's going to the correct page you want to go to on your website, on your website or to Facebook or wherever you want to go to. And then you just hit your little icon to copy the link. Okay, so I copy it down there. I copied it right. And then I just go to my group text.
Okay, so the group text and Madmimi are two separate things, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I
I was
create
looking on
the
it.
newsletter on Madmimi. Then I go to my group text and then I figure out which group I want to send it to. So let's just,
Awesome.
I'm just gonna send it to my,
I think Alicia was trying to say something. She was raising her hand. Alicia is raising her hand. I
Yeah,
think
the
she's
name-
trying to
I
say
don't know
something.
if you guys can see, my phone's not gonna let me see it. Hold
The
on.
name of the app is called Group Text Mass Message, guys.
Is this the madmimi.com?
Yes,
That's
that's Madmimi. That's Madmimi.
Okay. Basic pricing, $10 a month allows you 500 contacts.
Right.
And then the pricing goes all the way up to a gold, which is $1,049 a month for 350,000 contacts.
I paid the $10 a month.
Okay.
$10
Thank
a
you.
month.
I wanted to make
And
sure
I
it
know
was the right thing.
I sent out about, like I said, close to 900 altogether, maybe like 500 from here. And then my same newsletter, I'll go to my contacts on my workstation and pull up all my contacts on my workstation and then email them the same newsletter, the same Madmimi newsletter. Okay, so once you get to your group text, you'll see, you pick out the group you want. I'm just have my name there just for example. And then you go down to the messages at the bottom. It has a little message icon at the bottom. You click on that message icon, and then I'm gonna just tap that. So I paste it in there. I'm gonna save it. And then I will just hit this little thing in there. And it sends it out.
The group text app, guys, is called Group Text Mass Message. Sorry, Miss Lorena, they were asking in the chat. And you showed us earlier, it's a blue icon, or it's an icon with 3 little blue guys. And it doesn't look like it gives you a number, DPP, like Project Broadcast. I was reading over it a little bit while she was sharing how to copy and paste. But the Madmimi, guys, for her newsletter, that's just a URL website option. As far as iPhone users, there's not an app. Now we can save the Madmimi URL to our home screens, but there's not an actual app. So Miss Lorena is on her iPad and she's using it as we would an app, but it's actually a URL. So I know someone had asked me that earlier.
Right. It's a website.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And I love how you can add links to your photos. And it sends exactly where you want to go. That's incredible.
Right. Now, this is how I do my warmers. when I wrap them up. I leave the cord out, and that way I can plug it in so people can actually see what it looks like.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah, so any other questions?
You
I
sell
don't
all
see-
those baskets.
Those are so pretty.
I made about 40 baskets for Easter for children with the Scentsy buddies, and I always leave the head out so people can see the features of the stuffed animal. And then I put the little cookies in there, and maybe a little fruit cup, some, one little pack of jelly beans, some goldfish, whatever. $40 a piece, okay? And majority of my sold for $40. I bought them for $20 on sale when they had that sale, okay? So I'm about making the money, all right? If you're not making any money, I mean, what's the point? And so if somebody comes by though, and they says, all I have is $20, I need a basket for my baby. Here you go, honey. Because I done made my money on all the rest of them. I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, and then when I'm doing events, I can afford to give money to the charity because I've, upped the price a little bit on the products that I purchased for a discount price.
I do the same thing, Lorena.
Yeah.
I just don't do baskets, but that's why I buy the clearance stuff and sell it at a different price to make a little bit more money.
And really, they say that you're not supposed to put the sale price on warmers when you get them on sale. You have to put the regular retail price, because really another consultant that paid full price for it, she have to sell hers for full price. She can't sell it for $9 and she paid $50 for it or whatever, So you don't want to make people feel like, oh, well, she's cheating me because the other woman was selling it for $50 and you got it here for $10 or whatever the price is. So just if you want to do a special deal on it individually with that person, they say, you just say, okay, well, I can work something out with you. This one here, I can do a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's how I can afford to, give 15% or 20% to the organization, because I buy the things at a discounted price. So I can, sell them. And I've sold close to $200,000 PRV, which is really, I've sold more than that because I sold all those half price and free things too.
Hey, Miss Lorena, Kirsten had a question in the chat for you. She wants to know the benefits to using the outside application Madmimi for newsletters instead of through our workstation. So what are some benefits that you found? Okay, so the newsletter that they give us, I guess it's okay. But I just wanted to, and it's like, okay, they send theirs out, it's once a month. I want to have more contact than once a month. That's the first thing. I wanted to focus on specific things that I want to focus on. I wanted to focus more on recruiting. I wanted to have something on recruiting. I wanted to maybe focus on Scentsy Club or whatever, and I'm trying to build up my Facebook group. Okay, so I'm trying to add people to my Facebook group. So this last month was the first time that I put something on there with link them back to my Facebook group. So, but everybody is not on Facebook. So I was at first, for a while, I had stopped doing everybody, including everybody in the drawing, but I really have more people outside of my Facebook group that purchase from me than people in my Facebook group. So I'm like, that doesn't seem fair to omit them and everyone doing the most buying. Okay. So I told people on Facebook, I'm like, everybody gonna be in the drawing this month. Okay. What they gonna do? Get mad with me? It is what it is. So yeah. So, and you can pick whatever you want. Last month I sent out the whip box, and the lady that I sent it to, she was a new customer. She bought a stitch for her daughter, teenage daughter, for Easter. And so she was the third person, and I called her and sent her the box. And I told her, post on Facebook when you get it and what you thought of it. So she put in there in the message, after she took the picture and everything, she said,
I think Lorena told me at the fundraiser that I was going to the drawing, but I didn't really remember it. But this is the prize that I got. And of course, my daughter, she's taking all the stuff. She wants it first up because she loves Stitch anyway. There's a little Stitch buddy in there, So it was just cute, So I shared that over on my personal page. I shared it, on the VIP page, So it's a journey and it's a process. So I'll get there, where I want to be at some point, but it's just a process.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And Shelly had mentioned in the comments too, to Kirsten's question as to piggyback off of that. If your customers aren't subscribed to your newsletter on your workstation, guys, they won't get any of those emails. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a way to reach as many people as possible, like Miss Lorena is doing. So that's awesome, Miss Lorena. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. And when I'm out and about, I will give people a sample, and I try to have a little QR code on it, or my phone number on it or something. And I've kind of fallen off a little bit, but I feel like anybody that I'm exchanging money with, I can get them a sample. Why not? And sometimes I just make a comment. Go to my website and shop, so I can keep coming back shopping here, and just make a little joke about it and laugh, Or I tell them, oh, it was great service, to the cashier, and this is for you. You're doing a great job, And nobody has ever turned me. I think I had one lady turn me down. I was at the doctor's office, and this is before I cut my hair. And the lady was in line, and her hair was cut short. I'm like, see, I keep seeing people with short hair. My hair's getting cut. See, I'm just gonna go on and do it. And we just had a whole conversation about hair. And by the time it was over, I done had her a sample, the other people in line, another lady. Everybody said, oh, this smells so good. So I just make friends with everybody everywhere I go.
I love that. It's a relationship business, though. You have to. If you're not meeting and communicating with new people on the daily, you're not growing. And yeah, it may be scary, but we have to do uncomfortable things to grow. So I love that.
Yeah.
And this is Carol. Miss Lorena is so funny. I love her. She is always making some jokes.
I love it. I love it.
I tell everybody, you cry alone, you laugh, the whole world laughs with you. So
yes.
That's don't nobody
somebody asked from the chat what you have in your baskets. I was gonna read that. What do you put in your baskets?
Oh, well, it just depends. Like this one here is one of the little small $25 warmers, and then 3 bars is in this basket here, right? And believe it or not, this is going to be the gift for this month, because I paid 20 cents for this warmer here. With my host rewards, it cost me 20 cents. And so I got 3 bars. I'm gonna go with it, and I'm just gonna put it in a little box and ship it on to whoever is the winner. All right. This one here has a mini warmer in it, and I bought a bunch of these here because they're on sale. And so I'm gonna have this one here all wrapped up, but then I'll have some more that's just plugged in so people can see what they look like. If they can't afford to get the one with all the bars in, they can just buy the one warmer and buy 1 bar, right? But just showing people, what I can do and whatnot. Where's another basket? Let me show you a couple more. I buy stuff when it's on sale.
Do you use a heat wrap that shrinks when you heat it up?
Okay, what'd you say?
Do you use a shrink wrap to wrap your?
No, this is the cellophane on the roll.
Wow, that's so pretty the way you got it.
This container comes from the Dollar Tree. And this is the bath products. And I got these on sale a while ago. And I put the little puff on there, and I saw somebody did an event, and they had flowers up on the top of the bath, the top of the gift. And I was like, that's a cute idea. And Mother's Day is coming up, and there's flowers and whatnot. And I sprayed a little spray on top of it, the body mist or whatever. And then this one here is the essential soap that I got on sale, and the lotion, so this has been around a while, but Mother's Day is coming, and it's gonna have to go bye-bye, all right? And I put some flowers up here, these just little silk flowers, and a little bath cup up at the top.
So what kind of container is that, Lorena? Hold that up a little bit. Hi.
This is
a box. Okay.
So cute.
They sell
She's so
these.
creative.
It's three in a set for they're $1.25 a piece.
And you said you get your boxes from your local dollar store, like Dollar Tree and stuff like that?
Right. So see how
Awesome.
they were nested together. And so there'll be three different sizes. One will be smaller, and then it'll be a medium sized one and then a large one.
That is so creative. I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lorene,
Yeah.
where'd you get your background from?
Okay. I am a retail person. I had like five, how many locations? Yeah. I've had 5 different store locations all over the city of Detroit over a 15-year period. And so I'm a florist by trade, florist for like over 30, 40 years. I did flowers. All
Oh,
right.
no wonder your baskets are so
Mhm.
beautiful because you do
Okay,
well with
so
your hands with flowers.
yeah, so I was in the gift flower business anyway. Okay. So I sold tapestries and things at my store. And this is one, I had this at my store. This is called Secret Garden. All right. And so every time I do my lives, this is where I do my lives from, in my dining room with this garden scene behind me. Okay. And
Love it.
I'm always posting pictures about flowers and this is what's blooming. And, so that's me. Okay. So when I'm not doing Scentsy, I'm out in my yard now. Before it was like a lot of time taken up with my husband. I've had to do a lot of audiobooks in the last year because he passed away in May. So it'll be a year next month that he passed away. And so it was really adjustment mentally because I'm not a caregiver anymore. My identity was caregiver for 12 years. That was my main identity. I did Scentsy, but my main thing was caregiver because I had to make sure that he was good. All his doctor's appointments and all of that and his health challenges and everything. So I just had to, wrap my brain around that. So wait, I tell people I was looking for a support group for widows, but I didn't want any with men in it because I didn't want no man telling me, well, let's just go have some coffee and I'll help you through that. No, that's a hard no. No, I don't want to be bothered. So I just, did my little audiobooks and whatnot. And so Scentsy is my outlet, gardening is my outlet, and I'm good.
I'm going to have to hit you up for all the gardening tricks because I don't have a green thumb and I'm trying to grow some vegetables and fruits this spring and summer. We'll see how they do.
I don't do vegetables and stuff. That was my husband's department. He did the food for the body. I do the food for the eyes. That's me.
There you go.
And her other passion
sunflowers.
is those grandbabies. She's got lots of grandbabies.
Oh yes. I give out lots of fancy buddies to the grandbabies. Yeah, we have so many buddies. We do a puppet show when they come over with all the buddies. So yeah, it's fun.
I love it. Thank you so much, Miss Lorena, for sharing your heart tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
You guys gonna have to watch her when she go live. I love watching her. She's got the best personality. Even if she has zero, she keep it flowing. Even if there are no viewers, she keep it flowing. And if she said something funny, she gonna laugh at herself. That's why I say you don't have to be perfect to be powerful because she just gonna go live regardless.
Oh,
she doesn't care who's out there.
I'm doing live bingo Sunday. And I don't care if nobody on there. I'm gonna be on there live doing bingo on Sunday. Pick your 5 numbers and join me on bingo. I'm gonna advertise it, a few days before. Let them know I'm gonna be live and I'm gonna be showing all the good deals and what you can go. Cause like church warmers, they can get it for $20-something on on the website. So I'll be talking about it. I mean, if they go there, fine. If they don't, they know it's available. So I feel like I can do that for 30 minutes. That's not as much work as getting in a car and dragging stuff in a building. And, you can't do that for 30 minutes. One day after week, what? What's the problem? So and I tell them, okay, if you get bingo, I'm going to send you some samples. So I just send them the scent stickers, the new scent stickers, a showcase brochure, maybe some lotion, the samples of the washer whiffs, you know. So, you know, I'm just throwing spaghetti.
How long have you been going? How long have you been going live? How long have you been going live? How long have you been doing videos?
You know what? You gave me the courage to start doing live, Debbie. Watching you.
Oh, me?
You gave me the courage. I'm like, I'm just gonna go on and do it. You know, and I used to get on here talking about stupid stuff, but I try to keep it, you know, stay in my lane. I try to stay with Cynthia here lately. And so yeah, but I've because of Debbie, I've been doing more on my YouTube channel. I started doing reels. So I do reels quite regular, and a lot of times my reels, I don't even have my face on my reels. I'll just show the product and talk about the product and throw it up there, 100 views, 200 views. I had some bird poop on my car, and I had, you know, washed it with soap and everything, but that one spot, it was a big old white streak. I'm like, I went and got a paper towel, got some Scentsy Clean. I said, I'm gonna spray this bird poop because it didn't come out when I washed my car and see what happened. And I just sprayed it and I just rubbed it and talked, and you know, about 100 views. My face wasn't even on there, just showing the car. And me rubbing it with some Scentsy counter clean. So, oh well.
Hey,
I love the products. I actually
Debbie,
love the products.
we
And,
got a question here we probably need to talk about from
Mhm.
Jody. Says, I'm a little confused on a few things and I have questions. Laugh out loud. It said, is it against compliance to sell things at a different price than what we paid? And it's against compliance to send mass messages. I've been get hit a lot by compliance lately, and I'm afraid to get nailed again. So I have been very careful.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
you can tell them that this item is on my website for XYZ price. And that is not out of compliance because it is on your website for XYZ. And it's not like, oh, I have this item and I'm gonna sell it to you for this price. I'm telling them you can order this right now on my website for XYZ. This was regular $45 and it's $22. Okay. You cannot tell them I have 5 of these in stock and hurry up and message me so I can send it to you. That is out of compliance. Okay. When you, like I was saying, if you have an event or something, I've heard, they've never told me personally, but I've heard that if it's a $20 warmer or a $25 warmer, whatever, you have to have the regular retail price on it. And then if you want to go down on it, you can tell a person individually, I can give you this here for a lesser price or something like that.
Right.
Does that answer a question?
And you can tell people again in private messages and things like that. But yeah, you just can't go
If somebody
live.
inquires, then you can tell them. Or even in my newsletter that I send out, I can send them a picture of this basket and say, this is going to be in the drawing for next month. Because this is just going to them individually. It's not on Facebook. This is just going out to people individually. So I can advertise this and say, this is the drawing for next month if you purchase this month. Because I'm sending it to them individually and it's not on social media.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Lorena, that might be a little point there because you can't tell them to purchase something to be in the drawing, right?
Well, okay. I'm not telling them that they have to purchase anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that this is going to be the drawing prize for this month for people that purchase or whatever. But you know, it's up to them to whether they want to purchase. You know.
But they can still be in your drawing if they don't purchase anything, just by.
Well, no.
No.
I guess maybe that is out of compliance.
But we want to keep you right now.
Maybe that is out of compliance. Well, the thing is, now what I understand though too, you can say that you were given. How did they say it?
We just can't do pay to play. So if you can have somebody to invite if they're invited to your group or something like that, you can do that because you're not telling them they have to buy something to get in the drawing or something like that. You just can't do the pay to play.
So just
Right,
come and play
openly.
bingo. You can just tell
Like,
them
Right.
come play.
you gotta pay to actually play bingo to get a gift or something. No, because we play bingo once a month, me and my daughter with our VIP people, and I just send them a bar or a room spray or whatever if they end up getting bingo. So they didn't have to buy anything to play bingo. They just really spending their time to play bingo.
Okay.
Yes, Teresa said you can add participation in the drawing. And that's, yes, like if they participate in something, then like say they participate to grow your group, you can add them. What what we're trying to make sure of, guys, is you're just not publicly posting that you're saying you have to pay to play. So when she's doing all this communication, this is all through her private communication with her customers. And
That's
I'm sure,
different.
yeah, that's different when it's private. So you want to just make sure that you're doing it privately. If you're letting them know, hey, you placed an order this month, awesome. I'm going to enter you in for my monthly drawing. Thanks for ordering. That's a private message that you can have with them because that's a personal thing that you're doing with them. So as long as you're not putting it out there in bright lights and marquee signs all over your internet and social medias, you're fine.
Yeah,
That's just like pricing. That's just like pricing on the warmers. I think somebody asked that question. You can charge whatever you want to charge. You just can't openly post it out there, but you can charge whatever you want to charge for your warmer.
Yeah, because you're an independent person. Cincy is our supplier. Once you purchase the product, you know, it's up to you to sell it, you know, and so you have to, you know, figure out your pricing, whether, you know, you're going to do it a discounted, you're going to do it the regular price or how you're going to do it. But it doesn't make sense to lose money on things. And, you know, and I'm going to just say this. I love the license stuff. I do. But I have been bit, okay? Because if you rush out and you buy the item when it first come out and you like overbuy it, and then 6 months later it comes back, or a year later it comes back, and it's $10. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful.
I still sell mine the regular price. Whatever I pay for, that's what I sell mine for.
But I'm just saying,
You know, I give away.
Just try not to go overboard on those license things, because when the price go down, it goes really down. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to say.
I will say this too at shows, because I do a lot of shows too. If I get something for half off, I'm not selling it for half off, guys. I'm selling it at full retail value. That half off and that free product, that's a perk for me for working hard. I'm not going to list it for what I paid for it when it's full price for my customers still online.
Right.
Just like she said, we're in this business to bless others and to make money. And we're not here to put ourselves in any further hole than what some of us may already be in.
Right.
Anybody else have any other questions for Miss Lorena? We're almost to the top of the hour here. I want to make sure that you guys get your questions in for her before it's time to go. You can put in the chat or just speak up if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take a picture of this, and then the people who purchase, I'll just send them a picture of it.
There you go.
But what I'm doing my event later on this month. I'll probably have this displayed at my event, and you know, as people purchase, you know, I say, okay, your name is going in the drawing for this particular item. So.
Well, those baskets are gorgeous. I love those. You do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
My creative juices are flowing now. I'm ready to go get some for myself.
It's just fun, you know, coming up with ideas of what to put together. If I turn this table around, you see my whole dining room table is just full of stuff, just full of products. And
I had a question.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
I had a quick question. regarding vendoring events. I guess, how much product should one bring?
Yeah, that
That's
all
a
depends
real
on the
broad
event.
question. That's a broad question because it's
Yeah.
too many
It depends
factors
on
to
how much
be
space you
considered.
have.
Right.
Yeah,
Too many.
your
What type of
space,
event? The
the
time you're
The
gonna
head
be
count,
there.
attendees.
the
It's a lot of. That's
location.
pretty broad. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really like you have to kind of prospect is what I would say. My best advice is to talk to the coordinator. How many years have they been doing this event? How many people have been attending if it's a continued annual event that they do for multiple years in a row? What kind of shopping have they seen in the past? And then you kind of get you kind of get in this groove. You're like, okay, I want to limit myself to maybe, let's start with just the main categories. Let's start with some unplugged. Let's start with some always have wax on hand. That is a 100% have to, because that's one of your biggest sellers at shows. At least it is for me. But you want to also, like Debbie, I know does a lot of washer whiffs and laundry products. So having something on hand that they may not particularly even know Scentsy offers. So now you're introducing that new product along with all of our OG stuff. So my biggest advice is to prospect the event and find out as much details and information of it as you can.
Okay, because I'm just curious to know, because I live in the DC metro area. So we've got all different types of vendors here, and they have different events for different things. And I know I've scoped a few vendor events prior to starting Scentsy. So it's kind of hard to gauge what people want and
Always.
I would start off with one of them.
what to have
Right.
on
You what
hand.
one of the things that's gonna be sold easily will be bars, things that are consumable. I mean, more bars, bulbs, lower price like room sprays and things like that. But for the first time, you may want to have like one of everything in a category. Like one warmer at this price point, one warmer at another price point. Until you can get a feel of what that event is all about. But again, collecting your data about the event is really important because because you may be there 2 hours. So like I work a baby event and they don't do a lot of buying there. Like if you work a wedding expo, they don't buy, they just coming in to gather information. So the event is gonna matter depending on what it is that you're doing. It may not be a buying where you do a cash and carry. They may just want to look at stuff and you follow up with them later. So it's a lot of things that you have to look at when you work
I
in
agree with
events.
that.
So
For sure.
what I want to say about events, I've been, like I said, I've been doing events for years and years. And what I found out is that pop-up events where it's at a little hole in the wall place, sometimes even a church where they just do it maybe once a year or something, those don't work for me. You just spent $50, $75. You get there, people talking about, I didn't know you were going to be here. Do you have a card? Whatever. So I try to go with venues where they do it on maybe twice a year or quarterly or whatever. Or it's an annual event. It's going to be there next year. And it's a big event that's advertised, big advertisement. Okay. So that way you can, you're going to see that person again in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. And you're building a relationship rather than just doing something, the thing here, the little thing there, little thing there. It just didn't pan out for me. So I have places where I go every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. And that's my customer base. And I follow up in between, and then they let them know I'm gonna be there again, and then they come back and they shop again. So, because those $50 and $75, they add up. And this one event I did, I just told the guy, no, I'm not gonna do it again this time because it cost me like $600-700. I only made like $40 that particular time. I'm like, no. So you have to cut your losses sometime with some places because it's not worth it.
Agreed there.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do have to take those little ones though, because I'm gonna tell you, we here in this area, Debbie does a lot of the big events. And so if you're going to be successful, you have to start off somewhere. And so sometime it is. You just got to do your research on them.
Well,
Because I do a lot of like little women's conferences and things like that. I've done some school, like the band fundraisers.
mhm.
So it depends.
Hopefully that'll be a repeat for you, because next year they'll want to do another one for the band again.
Right.
So it's an opportunity to repeat. It's just some people, they just want to get a whole bunch of people together and make
pay money
$50 off of 20 people, and they haven't really advertised it. They haven't really did the legwork to really get the people in there, and y'all just stand around looking at each other, and the vendors buy from each other, and you don't have any customers.
Yeah.
That's not
I had another
It is
question
also
regarding.
to research. Make sure these people are not scammers too.
Right.
Make sure you do your research. We've been scammed by events, so that's something to look at.
I had another question regarding fundraising. Has anyone in the group did any fundraising with Cincy?
Yeah.
There's lots of YouTube videos out there. There's
Okay.
lots. Go to YouTube. There's lots of information out there on fundraising. Same thing of Cincy fundraising groups also.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, absolutely.
what I
And
generally
YouTube
do,
videos.
I just give a percentage. I purchase my products, I set it all up, I sell my products, and then I get a percentage of the sales, 15% or 20%. And so that works for me, because if I don't sell anything, I don't owe anything. If I sell something, then I owe something. So yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of groups with tons of information and YouTube videos. And then also there's some fundraising articles on our workstation too in our training. Some good ones that you can start off from there too.
Yeah, I've
That's
checked those
another
out.
broad category as well. We could talk for hours. So
Thank you for inviting me. This has been fun.
All right.
Well, thank you, Lorena. We appreciate you. You are fun yourself. Guys, follow Lorena because she is amazing. So yeah, we can learn a lot from Lorena.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, I just see an idea. I'm like, oh, this might work. Let me try that.
I love it.
She
I
don't
love it.
mind
Thank you so
trying
much,
stuff.
Miss
She's gonna
Lorena.
try things. And she's like honorary TTS, okay? She's in that group.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for spending some time with us tonight.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Love each and every one of you guys. Have a great night.
Have a great night.
Love you.
Oh,
Goodbye.
wait, before we go, before everyone hops off, before Ashley hops off, Ashley, she might have just popped off, but she is only 123 PRV away from certified.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Got this, girl.
I know. I think she just hopped off, but I've been chatting with her, so she's been working really hard. We met at a
I'm
vendor
here.
show. Okay, she's here. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Way to go.
Thanks. I'm in the dark. We somebody, I don't know how it happened, but our power, I don't know. One of the poles is down. I was at a rehearsal today and at school, and the power went out, and now we're being told we won't get it back until midnight. So I'm in my car.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, way to go. Congratulations. And guys, get active in April. Get active in April.
On a mission.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
guys.
y'all. Well, good night. I'll see y'all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I know. I'm so silly.
I love you.
I love you too. I miss you.
It's you, but we don't have long.
I know. What is it now? 52? 52 days?
Ooh, you are keeping up better than me.
Oh, girl, I got a countdown. I'm posting I was posting every day. Now I'm posting
I need to do it. Yeah, I need to do a countdown. I'm doing one at the end of this month. I'm going to the beach with my Jarrett and my two boys, and then Jarrett's family.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll text you. I love you.
Okay.
I'm glad I got to see your face.
I know it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.